Hello grade 6, and how are you doing? This is Miss Susan. Today we will solve together mid-chapter 13 checkpoint. And the first thing to start with is choose the best term from the box to complete the sentence. So first let's read together the vocabulary box. The first word in the vocabulary box is box plot. And box plot is a type of graph which shows the quartile, upper quartile, lower quartile, the median, and the greatest and the least point. Interquartile range. The interquartile range, the range here means the difference. So it's the difference between the upper and the lower quartile. Mean absolute deviation. Deviation means change. And if you see deviation or range, this means we minus. So we minus the value of the data from the mean or the opposite. An absolute value means I want it always in positive. So I will minus the values of the set of the data minus the mean to get the mean absolute deviation. Measure of variability. We measure the variety by measuring the measures of variability, and it is range and interquartile range. Range is the difference between the greatest and the least value in the data. So let's read together the definitions and see what word will I put in the blank. The first, number one, the blank is the difference between the upper quartile and the lower quartile of data set. So what is the difference between upper quartile and lower quartile? And difference here means range. Okay, so what type of range is that? If you see the word quartile, so this means it's interquartile range. So the word here will be interquartile range. So let's take it and put it here and make it in red. Okay, so let's see the other word. Graph that shows the median, quartiles, and the least, the greatest value. So it is a type of graph, shows these data or these patterns. It has median, it has quartile, least, and greatest. So we draw the median, and around it we put the quartiles inside the box, and outside the box we put the least and the greatest value. What type of graph it is? Is it a range, a type of graph? No. Measure of variability, is it a type of graph? No. Mean absolute deviation, is it a type of graph? No. What is the type of graph here? It is box plot. You remember we draw a box where we put the median, quartiles, and outside we put the greatest and least values in the data. Number 3, the difference between the greatest value and the least value in a data set. So it is difference between two things. So it is a kind of range. Of course it is the range, because the range is the difference between the greatest and the least value in the data. Now we have two things. Mean absolute deviation, it is one word, so we have to put it here. And the measure of variability, and we said measure of variability, it's range and interquartile range. So let's see. The blank is the mean of distance between. So it is the mean of distance between the value of data set and the mean of data set. So we see the difference between the value and the mean of the data. So we find the mean of the data, then we minus it from all values. Okay, then we find its mean. So it is mean absolute deviation. All in red. Okay, so let's move to the next part. Make a box plot for this data set. We have here 6 numbers: 73, 65, 68, 72, 70, 74. Okay, so let's see to draw the box plot. What do I need? I need median. I need upper quartile. I need lower quartile. Okay, so what is the median? To find the median in upper quartile and lower quartile, we have to arrange or order the numbers from least to greatest. What is the least number here? It's 65. Then 68. Then 70. Then 72. Then 73. Then 74. How many values here? 6 values. So that's it. Okay, what is the middle numbers here? The middle numbers are, what are the middle numbers here? The middle numbers are these numbers in the middle, 70 and 72. So, what is the middle number between 70 and 72? Or what is the average between 70 and 72? So, to find the average between 70 and 72, add the two numbers and divide them by 1. So, the median will be the median will be 70 plus 72 divided by equal 142 divided by 2, it's equal 71, and it's logic because between 71 and 72 it's 71 in the middle. So this is the first median. Now the lower numbers here, find the middle of it to find the lower quartile. To find the middle number between the lower numbers here, add 65 plus 68, it's equal 66.5. So the answer will be 66.5. Let's see the upper quartile equal two numbers here, 73, 74. If you add them together and divide them by 2, would give you the number in the middle here. So it would be 73.5. Okay, now I have the median, the lower quartile, the upper quartile. Let's draw the number line. Now let's put the points. First, the median is 71. So I put here 71. Now, the lower quartile will be 66.5. So it will be the middle between 66 and 67. Then, the upper quartile will be 73.5. 73.5, so it will be here in the middle. Now, draw the square or the box. We draw the box here, and then in the middle we put the line here. Is it right? Now we draw the box. Okay, we have to put the greatest point. The greatest point is in 74. So I put it on 74. It's here. And the lowest point will be 65. So I put it here, 65. Then I will draw a straight line from this point to the box and from this point to the box. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Find the mean absolute deviation. And we said the mean absolute deviation is the difference between the values and the mean. So first we have to find the mean. And the mean is the average of the numbers or the values. So we have to add the values all together, then divide it by its number. So the mean is equal all the numbers. If I add all the numbers, equal 215. Divide by their number. We have how many values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So divided by 5. So 215 divided by 5 is equal. So it is 200 divided by 5. It's equal 43. So this is the mean, 43. Now let's minus all the values here from the mean. Okay, so if I minus 43 minus 43, so the answer will be 0, right? 46 minus 43 will be 3. 48 minus 43 will be 5. 40 minus 43, of course 40 is smaller than 43, so the answer will be in minus, but because I need absolute value, so it will be positive. Okay, so 40 minus 43 will be 3, and finally 38 minus 43 will be, I will make the opposite. Okay, so it will be 5. Now I have the differences. Now let's find the mean of it. The mean absolute deviation is equal. Add them all together. 3 plus 5 will be 8, plus 3 will be 11, plus 5 will be 16. And divide by their number. Their number is 5. So if you divide them, it equals 3.2. Let's see the other one. Again, I will find the mean. Add them all together and divide them by their number. So if you add all the numbers together, it will be 192. And I will divide them by their number. The number of values is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 values. So if you divide them by 8, make a long division, girls. So it will give me 24. Now let's minus all the values here from 24. So 26 minus 24 will be 2. 24 minus 20 will be 4. 25 minus 24 will be 1. 24 minus 21 will be 3. 24 minus 24 will be 0. 27 minus 24 will be 3. 26 minus 24 will be 2. And 24 minus 23 will be 1. Now, let's find the mean absolute deviation. The mean of these values is by adding the whole values, the whole differences, and divide by their number, which is 8, is equal. Add them all together. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 1, 7, plus 3 will be